What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T-Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're going to be talking about a women's challenge in boxing that's going on today between Crews-Dezurn as well as Savannah Marshall for Undisputed. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We certainly appreciate your feedback. We're on the road to 500. We are 11 subscribers away, so tap in if you haven't already. All right, so let's get right into it. So Crews-Dezurn, she is 8-1. She is the undisputed champion at super middleweight in the women's division, and Savannah Marshall is moving up to super middleweight after her previous fight against Claressa Shields. She came up a bit short, and she was fighting for undisputed in that fight. So there's 2 fights in a row. She's going for undisputed. That tells you the level of competition that she provides. So Crews-Dezurn will have her work cut out for her today. Now, we're going to go ahead and give a quick prediction and give a quick fight analysis. Won't hold you for long, as well as mention that Natasha Jonas is going to be fighting for the vacant IBF welterweight title on this card. It's a 10-round fight, so she's going to be getting a chance to grab herself a little belt. I don't know a lot about her opponent, so I'm not going to bore you with some BS analysis of a fight that I can't really call until I watch it. So I'll be tuned in for that. This is going to be on DAZN. And this card is set to start at 1 p.m. Central Time. So I'm sorry, ESPN Plus, my bad. So 1 p.m. Central Time start. So ESPN doing it big today. All right, but let's get into the main event. And the reason that this fight is a main event between Franchon and Savannah is because Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith were supposed to fight, but Eubank had to pull out of the fight for some sort of injury or something like that. So that has been postponed. It was a rematch. So this fight, instead of the card getting canceled, they just elevated this undisputed fight to the main event. That being said, I'm reluctantly predicting Franchon in this particular fight simply because Savannah is coming up in weight. If I have to go from a strictly skill standpoint, though, I believe Savannah is a little bit more skilled than Franchon. Franchon is a power puncher, and she kind of reminded me, and the last time I saw her fight, she kind of reminded me of Canelo. She was just swinging for the fences, throwing heavy artillery, and she wasn't showing much boxing skill. And I don't know that that's going to impress the judges, where you're going to see Savannah attempt to box and throw power punches. She's going to use that herky-jerky motion similar to Tyson Fury to kind of get certain angles and be able to be first with her punches. And I think that could play to her advantage. The problem is the power punches that affected women at lower weight classes won't necessarily affect Franchon, who's taking some heavy shots. Like I said, I've seen her in some scraps where she's eating the best punch the opponent has, and she's like a Brahma bull. She just keeps coming forward. So I think that if Savannah's landing great shots, but she's not affecting Franchon where she's making her stop in her tracks or catch her mid punch or something like that, and it's not making her give pause, I do believe that could work to her disadvantage, and that's why I'm kind of picking Franchon. Unless Savannah catches her with something clean and puts her down, if she's able to drop Franchon one time, she's definitely going to win this fight. But if both women remain standing throughout the fight and it goes to the cards, I'm going to favor Crews-Dezurn in this one. But I think it's going to be a very competitive fight. I think Savannah Marshall is going to bring that dog out in herself. I think she's going to be hungry. Keep in mind, both these women have tasted the same defeat as professionals. They both got beat by decision by Claressa Shields. Franchon lost to her in her very first fight. She's been undefeated since then, besides a fight that she lost to somebody that tested positive for banned substances. And Savannah went on a nice little run, I believe 13 wins before she was, 12 wins before she was beaten by Claressa Shields. So both these people know what that defeat tastes like. And I think that they're going to be here to make sure they don't feel that again, especially against somebody that's kind of mixed in the rivalry triangle at this super middleweight class. So it's going to be a good fight, man. I think the Jonas fight probably going to be pretty good too. She got some hands on her. I'm excited to see her back in the ring. So you guys tell me what you think. I'm going to be predicting Franchon by decision. And either both women are going to get dropped once or neither's going to get dropped. And I think the power that Franchon has seen up to this point is going to play in her benefit to where she's going to be able to walk through some of Savannah's punches, but I still think it's going to be a good fight. Well, anyway, this has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until next time, I'm out. Peace, y'all.